というわけなんだけど。
How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to TSUKIHIME. The last episode was, it was a good one, a good time between, Shiki and Arcueid as they kind of just were talking. Just sitting down in Shiki's classroom, of all places, and we're just kind of talking things out. It was a really, really nice moment between those two, I gotta say, but now it's time to get back into the vampire hunting. After catching her up, I peek at Arcueid to gauge her reaction. I think we were just talking to her about the way that we were attacked on our last time, I guess heading back home from our previous vampire hunt. From start to finish, her eyes remained focused, her brow knit in silent consternation.
あの黒い死者とノエル先生、代行者って言うんだな。あの人はお前の敵なのか？
そうね。両方とも私の敵よ。その黒い死者は何者か知らないけど、修道服を着た女のことなら見当はつく。
Arcueid narrows her eyes, struck with a foul mood. Though I'd say that there's more to it, beneath her demeanor lies an irritation that pricks at her nerves.
シキを助けた奴は確かに代行者でしょうね。念のために聞いておくけど、そいつ一人きりだった。
Well, to the best of our knowledge, she was.
ああ、ノエル先生一人だったけど。
Thinking back, I faintly recall her saying that executors work in pairs.
そう。そいつの独断か、あるいは動けない理由があるのか。もう一人があの女だとしたら目障りね。あいつなら私より先に棺を見つけ出せるでしょうし、先にそっちを潰しておくか。
Arcueid's irritation levels are sky high. I'm not really sure why, but she clearly cannot stand Miss Noel's partner. I've seen Arcueid demonstrate hostility before. I've seen her act with the full intent to kill, but I've never seen her display such blatant enmity. She must really loathe this woman.
アルクエイドにとってノエル先生が敵だっていうのはわかる。あっちもそう言っていたし。でも目的は同じなんだから協力し合えないのか。
まあね。場合によっては手を貸してあげることもあるわ。でも今回は絶対に無理。人間には譲らないし、もし代行者があの女なら、まずそっちを始末してる。
Who is this other person? We really won't be able to settle this peacefully, huh? It's probably best to abandon the idea of cooperating with Miss Noel. I mean, I didn't think there was a potential for that even.
お前がそう言うなら、俺もこれ以上は言わない。理由は聞かないよ。
え？ありがとう。なんかシキ、優しくない？いつもならもっとしつこく食い下がってくるのに。
お前が嫌がってるのは分かったからな。でもノエル先生との関係とノエル先生の背景については別問題だぞ。いい加減その代行者ってのが何なのか教えてくれ。
そうね。余分な知識だから話さなかったけど、こうなった以上話しておくわ。以前も説明したけど、上司タイプの吸血鬼は己の存在を隠蔽しようとする。犠牲者を出しても周囲にそれを異常だと気がつかせないよう様々な魔術を働かせる。これどうしてだかわかる？
外敵を呼び込まないためだっけ。派手にやるとやってくるんだろう、吸血鬼退治の専門家たちが。
I mean, I guess there's the police, but it's not like vampires actually view them as a threat. The poor guys facing off against Vlov prove that point all too clearly. The only thing a vampire fears is a monster of the same caliber.
そう、吸血鬼には天敵がいる。それも今ではパワーバランスはあっちの方が上っていう殺し屋みたいな集団がね。吸血鬼たちが人間を秘密裏に搾取するのは自己保身のためよ。彼らは社会的な風文ではなく、その天敵に嗅ぎつけられることを嫌って自然に死体を隠蔽する。
それがノエル先生みたいな連中か。吸血鬼たちの天敵って。
As an unremarkable human being, I could do with fewer aberrations getting mixed up into my day-to-day life.
何言ってるのよ。確かに代行者は人間離れしているけど、彼らはどこまで行っても人間よ。吸血鬼、使徒の天敵というのは、あなたたち人間そのものなんだから。
Ah, cinema right there.
天敵って俺たちが？
Even though we're essentially helpless livestock for them to feed on?
もうずっと昔、西暦が始まったばかりの頃、人間は様々な魔術、神秘学、式典儀礼をもとに組織体系を作り、人間以外の霊長類を排除し始めた。その最たるものが聖堂教会、普遍的という名を掲げた欧州の一大宗教よ。彼らは昔から人間でないものを徹底的に淘汰してきたけど、その中でも吸血鬼に対する敵視はどうかしているわ。世界中のどんな宗教を見たって、教会以上に吸血鬼を敵視している宗教はない。あれはね、すでに疲れてる。病的すぎる。この私でさえできるなら関わりたくないぐらいだもの。
Arcueid sighs in exasperation. Seems she's had her fair share of run-ins with the church. After all, whenever I can help it would imply there are times she can't.
で、シキを助けたのはその中でも異端狩りを専門としている連中よ。主の教えを代行するという役割からエクスキューターって呼ばれてる。教会の矛盾点を法ではなく力で処理する。決して表には出てこない殺し屋みたいなエクソシスト。
Exorcists, purgers of demons, or vampire slaying priests in this case. I'm so captivated by the idea that I don't even know what to say.
ま、ただの代行者なら可愛いものだけど、これが埋葬機関の代行者になると話は違ってくる。あいつらは使徒を捕獲するためなら手段を選ばない。もし派遣された代行者がそっちだったら、ブローブが暴れる前にこの町は地図から消えていたかもね。
ブローブ以上ってそんなに見境なしなのか？
ええ。連中は相手が吸血鬼であるのなら、何をしても許される権限を持っている。それは使徒に狙われた町も同じ。まだ人間が生活していようが、すでに汚れた土地ならもろともに焼き尽くす。
Jesus.
そのノエルって代行者が今まで何もしなかったのは、私と使徒を同時に始末する機会を伺っていたんでしょうね。埋葬機関にとって人間ではない霊長はそれだけで悪だから。
Arcueid practically spits out the words before beginning to pace around. It feels like this just got a lot more complicated. Arcueid isn't just targeted by other vampires, she's also being hunted by those who consider every vampire their enemy.
なんだよ。それじゃ一人きりじゃないか。
I watch over Arcueid as she wanders to and fro. Under the brilliant moonlight, she looks like a lost child with no place to call home. I mean, yeah, she is alone. I've always had the idea here that she has been working alone. She has no other choice, really, especially now. The hands on the clock steadily press on. Before I know it, a full 2 hours has passed since we came to the park. Time to get ready to hunt, right? I'm all rested up, and the park has grown totally empty. It's time for the denizens of the night to come out to play, whether they be human or not.
アルクエド、そろそろいいんじゃないか。
そうね。そろそろいいと思う。
Despite what she says, her mind seems occupied by something else.
さっきからおかしいぞ、アルクエド。昨日乗らないことでもあったのか？
そういうわけじゃないけど。
That's a
シキが
lie.
話してくれた黒い使者のことがちょっと引っかかって。
Her usual enthusiasm is nowhere to be seen. Just as I'm about to ask her what's bothering her, she breaks the silence.
あ、そういえばね、シキ。私、昨日ここでナンパされたのよ。
Huh?
はい？
No way. Talk about mood whiplash. This girl's got all the consistency of a kaleidoscope.
ごめん、ちょっと意味がわからない。
だから、 昨日ここで式を待っている間、男の人に声をかけられたって言ってるの。
いや、何が起きたのかはわかるんだが、お前黒い死者について考え事してるんじゃなかったのか？
I mean, it's very obvious that you wanted to switch the topic here, and also, you know, I don't know if the intention is to piss him off a little bit or to try, but it would help her.
してたわよ。だから思い出したの。式が襲われたみたいに、私も男の人に声をかけられたなって。
Oh, we had to deal with a zombie vampire, and you had to deal with a human.
なるほど。そりゃよかった。確かに外見だけならお前は美人だからな。まっとうな感性と驚嘆に値する胆力を持つ男なら声の一つぐらいかけるさ。
やっぱり私も最初は敵かなって思ったんだけど、式が言ってたじゃない。私はいるだけで目立つって。
Now, I do have to say, guys, if there was a red-eyed, blonde-haired beauty of sorts, like, sure, she would catch my eye, but you could not pay me enough money to go over there and try to talk with her. Absolutely not. Way too scared of women.
だからしばらく出方を伺ってたら、ただの人間だって分かったわ。まさに間一髪ね、あの人。ほら、昨夜の私、誰かさんのおかげでちょっとイライラしてたから。
ちょっと待って。まさかとは思うけど、ナンパしに来た男をだな。
何もしなかったよ。ちょっとだけ話して私のことを忘れてもらっただけだから。
What does that mean?
その式の言葉を思い出さなかったらどうにかしてたかもしれないけど。
そうか。偉いぞ、アルクエイド。お前にも分別ってものがあったんだ。
当然でしょ。私を怒らせるなんて式ぐらいのものだもの。他の誰にも私を殺したり助けたりしてくれる人はいないんだから。
Her voice is clear and full of trust. I'm losing track of how many times that carefree smile of hers has caught me off guard.
そりゃ、まあ、誰だって殺されれば頭にくる。
I manage a response and avert my gaze from Arcueid's wandering. A month ago, back when there were no serial killers to worry about, this park would be filled with young couples and students hanging out on their way home. Now it's just the two of us. And for just this moment, vampires and lines of death are on the back burner. Here we are, idling around a moonlit park, like it was the most natural thing in the world.
あ、ねえほら。
I glance up when she calls out to me.
なんだよ。何かあった？
ほら、あの時計。これでちょうど時間になったね。
Arcueid points at the park's clock with a satisfied smile. She's right. It's exactly 10 o'clock. The time we promised to meet. A promise that I had broke. And here we are, in the very place where I left her all alone. The words seem stuck in my throat, though I can't say why. Why did such a small thing make my heart skip a beat? Why does such a small thing make her look so happy? I really don't know. We spent the entire day walking around town together, and I never once felt like she was some terrifying vampire.
一つ聞くけど。
Stop this, Shiki.
何？
What is he gonna ask?
お前ってさ。
Don't bother with such meaningless bullshit. Well, what is he gonna ask?
私が何？
本当に吸血鬼なのかなって。
What sort of answer are you expecting, you idiot?
吸血鬼なのかって。シキ、今さら何を言ってるの？
今さらじゃない。今になってそう思っただけだ。
I avert my eyes.
はあ、シキって頭が柔らかいんだか硬いんだか。私は気にしないけど、それってひどい侮辱よ。何を根拠にそんなことを言うのか聞かせて。
I mean, yeah, how would he feel if he was asked, are you really human? What indeed? I don't have anything to base it on, but she hasn't proven that she's a vampire either. My brother in Christ, you've seen her do a bunch of crazy bullshit, which Yeah, I guess that means that she could be something else. She's obviously not human, but no, come on. Like, I'm gonna take her word for it here. Which is why...
だって、お前は血を見るのも嫌なんだろう。そんな吸血鬼がいるもんか。自分で半人前だと言ってたけど、血を吸ったことのない吸血鬼なんて。
You know, that isn't true. You just don't want her to be one.
そう。ならシキ、ベンチから立ってこっちに来て。
Arcueid's voice is flat and emotionless. I get up and walk over just as she says. Our eyes meet. A mere 2 meters separates us. And then, Arcueid lets out a deep sigh before seemingly forcing a smile.
そうだよね。私も本当はそう思ってたんだ。果たして、アルクエイド・ブリュンスタットは本当に吸血鬼なのでしょうかって。
Thank God. Tension leaves my shoulders as I sigh in relief. I was so afraid that my question would have hurt her feelings. But Arcueid shrugs it off like a joke. We're all good.
だよな。アルクエイドはどう見ても吸血鬼らしくない。
じゃあ、試してみよっか。
Arcueid flashes me a smile filled with mischief.
ああ、そうだな。なんなら
I wonder what that entails here.
私が本当に血を吸えるのかどうか。
Oh
試そう
boy.
か。
Oh boy.
もしできたら、何かご褒美くれる？シキ。
Ever so slowly, Arcueid approaches me with a mischievous grin. The sound of her footsteps reverberates through the air. The woman in white closes in on me. We both know it's just a joke. I know it's just a joke. Yet I can no longer move my body. I can't even say it. It isn't her power that prevents me from speaking. I seem to have swallowed the word of my own accord. She's still approaching me, step by step, bit by bit. Her advance is unceasing. I'm paralyzed, utterly enraptured by her lush lips as they inch ever closer.
シキは私のことを半人前だって言ったけど。
Her sweet voice echoes around the back of my mind. One last footfall. Tap. She's come to a halt in front of me.
本当はね、血を吸うのなんて簡単だよ。
I mean, humans can do it too, but honestly, that shit's pretty nasty. Her voice hums against my ear. Oh. I feel her breath, her fingers, her weight presses into my shoulders, into my entire being. We didn't need to see that again, game. We really didn't. My senses, my mind drown in the cacophony of my beating heart. I want her, I want her, I want her, I want her. I fight to suppress the desires that rage within my chest. It takes everything I have to keep still, to keep my trembling left arm from reaching around her back, to stop my starving right arm from pulling her close. I want her so bad, she's irresistible, but even so, I can't allow I can't allow myself to desire her. There we go. Again, game, we don't need to keep seeing this, because everything is different from last time. It's stronger, more intense. Even the thing I crave is fundamentally different now. I don't want to kill her. If it's a different impulse that's driving me insane here, then I shouldn't sully her courage with something so vulgar. Clenching my jaw so hard I might shatter my own molars, I swallow the feeling bubbling within me. The struggle lasts no more than a second. During that time, Arcueid neither moves nor flinches. A chill runs through my spine. It's just a joke. She's just having some fun at my expense. Then why does her breath feel so hot against my neck, like a fever fanning a flame beneath my skin? I try to say her name, but I shut my mouth before I can finish. Speaking now would be a rejection of my faith in her. It's over anyway. Any moment now she'll pull back with a loud laugh, and be back to regular old Arcueid. She'll smile and say that there was no way she would drink my blood. Right? Instead, her weight shifts against me. Her soft touch turns sharp as the sting of her nails presses into my shoulder. Her pale fingers tremble as she clutches at me. She's scared. My own thoughts don't register fear. Not yet, anyway. They're pure, blank nothingness. Nothingness. Did I say nothingless? Whatever. But Arcueid is trembling more and more. Her breathing grows ragged. Arcueid's breath is nearly flush against my skin, yet she feels so far away. I can't see her face, but I can feel her breath on my neck, her weight as her trembling body clings tighter and tighter to my own. Her slow, labored breathing grows increasingly rapid until I can feel the heaviness of her desperate panting against my flesh.
Arcueid.
Unable to help it anymore, I'm forced to call out to her.
冗談なのに
Yeah? Her voice trembles, but her body no longer shakes and her fingers grip my shoulders with newfound ferocity. I wince from the pain. Even though I don't wish to move, my body reflexively desires to get away from... But Arcueid's grip doesn't weaken. Her nails dig into my flesh like a vise, firmly locking me into place.
ごめん。悪ふざけが過ぎた。からかって悪かった。から離れて。
しき
Guys, I would have folded so hard here, by the way. I'm just saying, my arms would have been wrapped around her. She can take all my soul, all my blood, my life force, my ability to see, think, feel, hear, smell. It's all hers, man. It's all hers. I am gone. It is just donezo for me. Her grip doesn't loosen at all. This is bad. It's wrong. But who is it taboo for? Alarm bells ring out in my mind. My body pushes back with everything it can muster. But I'm too late. Everything is too late. Since when? Now or 5 minutes ago? A day ago, or perhaps from the first time we met? Her heavy breaths, or her heavy breaths, there we go, reverberate past my neck and into my brain. They convey her arousal like a wave of cascading neurons. No, do it, it'll be funny. An echo of crude, instinctual longing strokes my earlobe. There's no need for brute strength. Her honeyed voice is enough as it carries the words. Hey, the feeling's mutual. My flesh and spirit melt away under her. Excuse me, against the nape of my neck. I feel a mad, desperate sigh. And in that moment... God damn. My sanity collapses. It's a primal fear, an unassailable power, a law unto itself, a being with whom I can never share an understanding. Its eyes swirl like tempests. Its maw is lined with jagged peaks. This deflection of raw power, cold and unyielding as a waterfall, forbids all exchange of thought. The thing that's about to sink its fangs onto my neck is not the woman I know, but the barest essence lurking within her core. And I've been returned to the natural order, to the primordial state from whence we all spawned. I can't do anything. I can't move a single muscle. She's going to devour me. So this is what it means to become prey. Before a being of this magnitude, humans are mere drops of water waiting to be gulped. Its fangs pierce my skin. Fear is all I know. We good? I scream. Loudly enough to notice how pitiful I sound. In that moment, I'm not sure if I imagined it, but it felt like Arcueid stopped just as I screamed. And hello, Miss Noelle. Yet before I can check, a violent noise whistles past us and Arcueid is knocked back as if blown away by a gale of wind. Oh, that's not her.
怖かった。一か八かでちょっかい出したけど反撃されなくて助かった。
ノエル先生
Oh wait, no, that is her. I did not recognize her there for a minute.
ゆっくり話している暇はないの。
Noelle comes to my side, but her eyes remain fixated towards where she launched Arcueid. Arcueid is okay. Despite having been launched a good 10 meters, she doesn't have a scratch on her.
私
She seems dazed. As am I, actually. I don't know what I should be doing. I can't even think straight. But before I can collect myself...
おっと、はいはいダメよ四季君。あれを追い返したら次は君なんだから。悪いけ
Wait,
ど
what?
そこでおとなしくしていてね。
Okay, wait, no. We shouldn't be waiting around then. Walls of shimmering white light spring forth. Before I could even realize it, Noelle had planted 3 blades in the ground around me. The light stretches between each sword, pivoting off the blades and trapping me within a triangular prison.
師匠譲りの秘跡国権、聖堂よ。あ、くれぐれも壁には触れないようにね。触ったら潮の柱になっちゃうから。まあ君の手が塩化しようが私にはどうでもいいんだけど。それより今問題なのはし
Arcueid slowly pulls herself up. She eyes me in the newly constructed prison, then turns her attention to the nun at my side.
問題は不意打ち食らっても無傷の怪物よね。ち私程度の鉄鋼作用じゃ通らないってわけ。対向者。
Arcueid's demeanor shifts. Uh-oh. There's something off about her eyes. They swirl with malice, threatening to pierce the nun's heart.
何をしてるの？無理、やっぱ無理。私じゃあれどうにもできない。
Hey, yo.
死ぬ気で意見に行くタイロード。
Who the hell is
相
this?
手に体を張るのがてめえらの仕事だろうが。
もう後で絶対枢機卿にお目通りさせてくださいね。
She leaps at Arcueid unnaturally, like she was given a push in the back. It's no contest. There's 0 chance of getting to Arcueid with a move like that.
四季を離して。
Arcueid rushes at her, palm wide open as if preparing to swat a fly.
嘘。
What the hell? How could she possibly have blocked Arcueid's attack after such a half-hearted charge? I do have to say, I was expecting a little bit more confidence out of her.
やればできるじゃねえか。給料分しっかり働けよ。
Ah, fuck, it's the
てめえらの
kid.
食い口もただじゃねえんだから。
It's that fucking kid. Not far from me, I hear someone speaking, the sound of their voice contrasting oddly with their choice of words. Though I might not be able to move my body, I can at least turn my gaze. There I spot him. The same foreign kid that I met outside the Tohno mansion the other day. What the fuck? Each of his hands is outfitted with some kind of gauntlet. His fingers undulate, producing a mechanical clack with every twitch. The noise reminds me of an old-fashioned typewriter.
ああ、何見てんだガキ。こんなの珍しくもねえだろ。マリオネットの一つも知らねえとかふざけたこと抜かすなよ。
Well, something like
勤勉なのが
that.
日本人の美徳だろうが。
He must be talking to me. But what do marionettes have to do with this? Those are the dolls you sometimes see during street performances, where the performer strings them up and makes them look alive. He probably has Miss Noelle strung up like that.
2分持たねえのか、暗算した。仕方ね ちゃちょ。おい、下がれノエル。首ねじ切られるぞ。
And that was one hell of a fight. Arcueid is still heaving with exhaustion when the nun flees, but she finally has the time to look towards the barrier of light, towards me. Her eyes shine a bright crimson. Her breathing is ragged, and her back is arched like a predator, ready to pounce at any moment.
ああ、ひでえもんだ。そこいらのグールと大差ねえじゃねえか。それでも最後の真相かよ、姫様。ラウレンティスのジジイが見たらさぞ失望するだろうぜ。
Well, you see, some things happened, and she's not regularly like this, I believe.
なんですって。
Sanity returns to her eyes. Seeing his chance, the kid steps closer to Arcueid.
お初にお目にかかる。東方慰問司祭代行、マリオ・ジャッロ・ベスティーノだ。役職の高さには突っ込まないでくれ。言いたくねえが、ジジイの何人目かの便宜上の養子ってやつでね。
そう。この国の代行者の司令塔。
ああ、赴任したばかりだがな。親の七光だろうと役職は役職だ。俺の島で勝手はさせねえ。特に真相が間落ちする不始末なんざクソを食うよりごめんでね。
Arcueid's will to fight seems to have been snuffed out like a candle. Though that might actually be fear reflected in her eyes.
ようやく自覚したか。このガキの血を吸って殺そうとしたんだよ、あんたは。真相だなんだと選ぶっておいても、所詮は吸血種だな。同族である吸血鬼を滅ぼして回ろうが、同じ怪物であることに変わりはねえってわけだ。
違う。私はシキを殺そうだなんて思ってない。
何かまととぶってやがる。殺意の話じゃねえだろ。生態として当然の話だろ。いるだけで迷惑な生き物だって自覚はどこに行った。このガキがあんたの本性を見てどんな声を上げたのか理解できなかったわけじゃねえよな。
I mean, he's kind of got a little bit of a point. In a very blunt way, a very rude way, I guess you could say, but no, you think about, like, wild animals and their true instincts. A lot of them can be domesticated, but at the end of the day, like, it's as he says, intent means fuck all. At the end of the day, it really is animal instinct, what's been embedded in your DNA.
本気で我が目を疑うぜ。痛いところを突かれれば逆ギレかよ。ジジイ曰く冷徹な兵器だって話だったが、まるっきり不出来な人間じゃねえか。まあいい。その目、その狂眼をあんたはそこのガキに向けたんだよ。ぜいぜいとみっともなく男にこびる娼婦みてえにな。その時の感想を本人に聞いてやろうか。
That's pretty crazy. The boy, Mario turns my way. His gaze pierces my chest, momentarily taking my breath away. Despite his foul tongue, he does have a certain righteousness to him.
出番だぜ、トーノ。感想を聞かせてやれ。僕、危うく一口で食べられるところでした。ちびりそうなぐらい怖かったですってな。
Shit, I'd rather lie. More than anything, I want to scream at him and tell him he's wrong, but I stop myself short. Denying it would be the same as lying. I was scared shitless. Passing it off as any less would hurt Arcueid more than a lie ever could. There's hurt in Arcueid's eyes as she averts her gaze.
司祭代行の言う通りです。下がりなさい、吸血鬼。あなたのような怪物が人間と共にいるなんて許されるとでも思っていたのですか？力に任せて人間を従わせる。吸血鬼らしい下びた考えだけど、そうはさせないわ。
I guess she didn't really believe us whenever we were telling her that, like, hey, we're the ones choosing to do this.
私たちに感謝しなさい、四季君。危うく吸血鬼にされるところだったんだから。
Would that have been so bad? No, you're wrong. Sure, I was scared, I can't deny that. But that's not what was happening. I never once felt forced. She always respected my free will. She didn't force me into anything. I was with Arcueid because I wanted to be, not because anyone told me to.
違う。なんだよあんたら。いきなり出てきて全部わかってるようなことを言って。アルクエイドは血を吸ったことなんて一度もない。さっきのはただの冗談だ。
何を言っているんです？一度も血を吸ったことがないですって？
Yeah, I'll
そん
believe
な
it.
ざれ言を信じろとでも？確かにそこの神祖は優秀よ。ここ800年ほど犠牲者を出した記録もない。けどそんなのは。
うるさい。そんな話なんてどうでもいい。いいか。アルクエイドの邪魔をするならあんたらが何であろうと許さない。大体俺本人が好きでアルクエイドと一緒にいるんだ。外野にとやかく言われる筋合いはない。
はあ？許さないですって。
Noelle's voice is laced with an emotion I can't quite place. A fraction of the malevolence she had been directing at Arcueid shifts my way. Still gripping her sword, she approaches me until...
おい、豚ノエル。
That's an interesting name.
豚って言いました？どこがどうして？っていうかあなた口悪すぎ。お偉いさんのボンボンだからってあんまり調子に乗る。
Okay, well, the tone here really shifted. The nun lets out a strange yelp and starts hopping up and down. All her hostility disappears like a leaf on the breeze. I'm starting to understand what the power balance is like here.
うちの脳筋がちゃちゃ入れてマジすまん。チキンのくせに沸点低いんだこいつ。後で焼き入れとくから多めに見てやってくれ。だがまあ、バカはバカなりにいい言葉を引き出した。
That is true.
一度も血を吸っていないとは泣かせるじゃねえかトーノ。なあ、そうだろ。アルクエイド・ブリュンスタット。
アルクエイド。
Arcueid doesn't answer. She just hangs her head and bites her lip. It's as if she's acknowledging that what he says is true.
あと訂正な。このガキにかけた結界は捕まえるためじゃねえ。今ここにいるおっかねえモンスターから守るために仕方なく。この意味口にしなくてもわかるよな。
Arcueid lifts her head. I'm sorry. She barely whispers the words. The next moment, she's fled into the dark of night. Aw, man, so much for the vampire hunting we were supposed to do. God damn it. And now we're left here with these two. I find myself shouting. Looking up at the moon, I move my glasses so I can see the lines. With a single slash, I kill two of the swords keeping me captive. My thoughts are a mess. Those fangs that almost... my own screaming. And these outsiders and their self-righteous garbage. I can't deny it, but... if all she can do is run away with that pained look on her face, wouldn't that mean these jerks are right?
てめえも短絡思考だな。追いかける前に例の一つも言っとくもんだぜ、クソガキ。
God damn, maybe she was right. Maybe he does need to have his, like, mouth washed out with some soap or something. Like, he is a potty mouth here. The kid Mario doesn't block my path, but he does call out to me before I make a run for it.
お前たちさえ来なければアルクエイドは何もなかったんだから。
あ？本気で言ってんのか？それともやけか？どっちにしろそこの噴水に頭突っ込んでこい。しらけ切った嘘なんざつきやがって。それであの女が救えるのかよ、てめえ。
Crude as they are, his words snap me back to reality. By pure chance, they struck me right where they needed to, and it's just as he says. Excuse me. What point is there in telling a lie that even I don't believe? The kid's right. It'll only end up hurting Arcueid and destroying me in the process. Taking a deep breath, I suppress my need to chase after Arcueid.
そうだな。悔しいけどその通りだ。助かった。アルクエイドを助けてくれて。礼を。
Shelving my distrust for the time being, I bow my head to the two of them.
いいぜ。気が変わった。ちょっと話聞いてけ、トーノ。
Yeah, I don't really know about all that. I don't know if we should.
違うな。俺が話を聞きたいのか。まあいい。どっちも同じだ。
Mario saunters over to one of the park benches. Swallowing a deep breath, I follow after him. Honestly, I'd rather chase after Arcueid with everything I've got, excuse me. But in my heart of hearts, I know it wouldn't solve anything. And I have a feeling that he knows what I should be doing instead.
代行私もですかっていうか、座って休んでいいですか
I swear, she had so much more confidence the other night, but now it's like...
死ね、ブータ。
Oh my
てめえ、
god.
俺の後ろで SP だろうが。ベンチに座んのは俺だけだ。トーノはそこまで気を許しちゃいねえからな。
He saw right through me. Much like Noelle, this kid is far from ordinary. Well, I guess we'll be talking with him.
じゃあまあ、こっちから確認だな。
Who knows what I know? But we'll go through all of that in the next episode. We'll call it there on that one. But yeah, very interesting episode, huh? Especially based on what we just went through in the previous episode. But I guess that was a bit of a calm before the storm here. The storm being the relationship between these two. It is really going to be put towards, or put to the test now. And the reality of these two being two completely different beings will surface. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that fancy jazz. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.